My next biggest tip, do not make the same mistake that I did. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on how to grow and maintain your natural hair. So if you want to know my tips, then keep on watching. Before we get into the video, I like to say that I'm not a professional, so anything that I'm telling you, it's just my opinion and what I've done for my hair to grow and what has worked for me. So the biggest thing in my opinion is to maintain a healthy diet. For example, I like to have a diet that has a lot of protein and also a lot of iron. I remember when I had an iron deficiency, my hair used to fall out a lot, and it wasn't like breakage, it used to be falling out like from the root, and I realized that that was likely the cause of my hair falling out, because as soon as I got my iron deficiency taken care of, my hair started growing a lot more and it stopped falling out as much as it used to. You also want to have protein in your diet because your hair is made of protein, so you have to make sure that you have protein to make sure that your hair remains strong and is resistant against breakage and damage and things like that. So make sure you have good iron in your diet and also make sure you have good protein. But it's also important to consult your doctor before taking any supplement. Another supplement that I take is biotin. I've been taking it since maybe May or June, and I've seen changes in my hair. I'm not sure if other people who take biotin see changes, but I have. My hair has gotten a lot thicker and it sheds less also. The next important thing for growing and maintaining your hair is patience. It takes time to grow your hair, like especially if like you have damaged hair. It'll take time for your hair to get back healthy. It'll take time for it to grow, but make sure that you have patience. Like, this is not an overnight thing. Like, you're not gonna just grow your hair to like mid-back length or waist length, bra strap length, or whatever your goal is overnight. So make sure that you have patience and don't get discouraged along the way. I promise it'll work out for you. My third tip would be to wash your hair, and it sounds pretty common, but you really do need to wash your hair. Sometimes you can use a clarifying shampoo, but it's very good to make sure that your scalp is healthy. So washing your hair will help to ensure that your scalp is healthy. Also remember, your hair grows from your scalp, so it's very, very, very important to make sure that your scalp is clean. The fourth tip I like to share is deep conditioning your hair. For my hair, I deep condition my hair once a month. Some people do it, I think, like every 2 weeks, but I simply don't have enough time for that, so I only deep condition and wash my hair once a month. The deep conditioner that I use is the Shea Moisture Manuka Honey deep conditioner. I'll link that in the description box below. It works really, really good. Another deep conditioner that I like to try sometimes is a homemade deep conditioner. For my homemade deep conditioner, I just mix avocado, honey, mayo side of a bowl and put it in my hair, leave it on there for about an hour and sit under my hooded dryer, and then I just wash it out. So those are the two things that I like to use for my deep conditioner, and deep conditioner really helps your hair, especially with moisture, with strength. Another really, really big tip that I have is to make sure that you're moisturizing your hair. To moisturize my hair when it's in its curly state, I use the Shea Moisture Curl Enhancing Smooth, the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Leave-In Conditioner, and I also use castor oil on my hair to also moisturize it. It's very important to moisturize your hair because when your hair is dry, it's definitely more prone to breakage, so you have to make sure that your hair is always moisturized. You don't want to over moisturize your hair and have it like really, really greasy, but you have to have it to a point where it's moisturized enough that it won't break off, because dry hair can break very easily, and if your hair is breaking, then of course you're not going to see any growth. So make sure that you're keeping your hair moisturized. Another big tip that I have is to do treatments. For example, you can do treatments at your hair salon. That's where I get my hair treatments because I simply don't trust myself enough to do certain treatments at home. The only treatment that I do at home is my hot oil treatment, and that's pretty straightforward. It's pretty foolproof. You can't mess that up. So I like to do those at home, but if it's any other bigger treatment, I get it done at my hair salon. And that leads me right into my next tip, which is to have a hairstylist. I know that a lot of people like to do their hair at home. I like to do my hair at home as well, but I also go to my hairstylist pretty frequently. You're going to want to make sure that you have a hairstylist to be trimming your hair, be conditioning your hair, to be treating your hair. You really need a hairstylist. Sometimes your hair needs professional care, so make sure that you have a hairstylist that you can trust. If you have natural hair, you want to have a hairstylist that's well versed with taking care and doing natural hair. My next biggest tip, do not make the same mistake that I did. Make sure that you're timing out your trim. When I say timely trims, I'm not talking about getting your hair trimmed every year. Well, maybe you can get away with having your hair trimmed every year, but because I wear my hair straight, my hair needs to be trimmed more often so that it won't break. I can show you what happens when you do not trim your hair. I'm gonna insert the picture like somewhere on the screen or somewhere in another clip so that you can see what can happen when you don't trim your hair. What happened to me was I wasn't going to the hairstylist because we were in a pandemic. It's like the pandemic started last March of 2020, and I had gotten a trim in February of 2020, and I didn't trim my hair again until June of 2021. So I went a year and a half almost without a trim, and I had some crazy split ends and I had to cut so much hair. So make sure you do not make the same mistake I did, and make sure that you're trimming your hair. I like to trim my hair when it's straight because I feel as though that gives me the most accurate cut, so I don't cut too much or cut too little. If you'd like to see how I straighten my hair, then I'll put a card somewhere in this video, and I'll also link it in the description box. It's a little bit puffy right now because I got caught in the rain, humidity. So if you'd like to see how I achieve my straight hair look, click one of the cards. Like, I know a lot of people don't like cutting their hair off, but I promise you, getting trims is good for you. My next big tip also is low manipulation. You don't want to be like brushing through your natural hair every single day. You don't want to be combing it every single day. You don't want to be putting it in a different style every day or every 2 days. When I have my hair in its curly state, I like to hair in a style that I can keep for at least a week. So for example, I'll do maybe a flexi rod set, I might do a braid out, just anything that won't require me having to like brush my hair like every single day, especially like slicking my hair back every single day. That's not good for your hair, so I don't suggest doing it. Maybe you can do it, but I personally cannot do it, and if I try to do it, my hair starts falling out, it starts breaking off from the ends, it causes split ends. So I like to do styles I'll know that I can wear for a while. Another thing that I like is protective styling, but I don't really do protective styling that much because I find that sometimes it can break my hair. So when I do protective styles, it's like crochet, like full locks or something like that. That leads me to my last tip, which is stay away from tight hairstyles. Tight hairstyles can be like tight buns, it can be tight slick backs, it can be tight ponytails, it can be anything, any hairstyle that's tight. Do not wear tight hairstyles for a long time because it can cause breakage. And also another big thing is to shift. I heard like it's important to like shift your ponytails or like shift your bun. Like for example, if you usually wear your bun at the top, maybe wear it at the bottom. If you usually wear your hair like a middle part slick back, sometimes put in the side part. I never usually just keep my hair in one, like I never keep it in one place. I'm not saying don't ever slick your hair back, but when I slick my hair back, for example, I don't keep it in the same ponytail for like a week. Just don't keep it in that same tight position for a long time because it'll cause tension and it can cause breakage in your hair. So those are my tips that I use to grow my hair out. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more fashion, beauty, and lifestyle content. Enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.